여러분 안녕하세요. 에밀리입니다. 오늘은 드디어 대망의 클로징하는 날이에요. 저희가 그동안 좀 바빴어요. 뭐 이삿짐 같은 것도 조금씩 싸기 시작했고 이거저거 알아보고 또 이제 클로징을 하기 위해서 여러 가지 다운 페이를 준비하고 또 모기지도 준비하고 그러느라 여러 가지로 너무 신경 쓸 것이 많아서 제가 그동안 유튜브 편집을 못했습니다. 사죄드립니다. 그래서 오늘은 클로징을 하는 날인데 그 마지막으로 이제 집 주인이랑 파이널 워크스루라고 해서 집에 대한 오리엔테이션을 진행할 거예요. 그래서 오리엔테이션을 하고 그리고 타이틀 앤 에스크로우 컴퍼니에 가가지고 그 사인업을 하고 또 이제 저희가 내야 될 돈들을 전달한 다음에 클로징을 합니다. 그리고 나면 그쪽에서 그 서류들이랑 이런 검토를 한 뒤에 열쇠를 주기로 했어요. 드디어 우리 집입니다. 오리엔테이션을 하러 갈 거예요. 들어가 볼게요.
I'll just start at the front.
Yes.
So, this is just the doorbell. So our bedrooms are pretty standard, but we do, all the bedrooms have a telephone and cable. I know everything's wireless nowadays, but we still put one in. And then this room will face the evening sun. So when the sun goes down, this room will get a little bit warmer than the rest of the house. When the sun goes down, and we do have low E windows. But one small thing that comes up once in a while is people will try to adjust these vents. Open them or close them. We always just want to leave them open all the time.
If I put any furniture on here, around here,
Try not to.
try not to.
But it seems like a lot of furniture, they'll have legs. And as long as there's airflow, like if you put a couch on top of it, that's fine because it has the legs and it's off the ground. But I wouldn't put like a bookshelf or something that was flat to the ground on top of there.
Okay.
If you ever want to get a central vacuum,
Oh yeah.
it's just pre-plumbed, and I'll show you in the garage where I have one and I love it. Not everybody likes them, but they're very, very convenient. And we have our light switches. This whole neighborhood, there'll be a light switch for your entry, but the garage lights, they are on a photo eye. So at night when the sun goes down, there's a sensor and the lights come on.
Oh, automatically.
Automatically. Everything that has directions, I've kept it here. So don't throw any of this away. I don't have any trash here.
Okay.
These are your garage door openers.
Garage door opener. So.
Register the appliances so you get appliance warranty. Okay.
And there's no harm in sending those in. You don't really need to anymore.
Oh, really?
Because I bought them. If you have trouble, my salesman knows that I bought them and when I bought them. There's no harm in sending it in. I used to tell people to send them in because they would send you some pretty good cookbooks. And they don't do it anymore. And you have the directions, but for the smallest burner, you just put this guy on there. And it's supposed to not burn cheese or chocolate if you like to cook a lot. But just the same thing, this is not trash. This is a key.
Yes.
So if we ever get a plug, have you ever plugged up a disposal before? It's not real common, but it does happen once in a while. And the garbage disposal is for small things. It's not a trash can. The really bad things are potato peels and eggshells. Try to keep it to a minimum. And if you ever do get a jam, it's real simple. You would just unplug it, and this little guy fits dead center, and you can break it loose. And then you can plug it back in, and it'll start running again. But the first time you turn on, you might smell, because it's brand new, it might smell a little bit new, metallic. They shut off in like 20 milliseconds. Very, very fast. So if you ever have water, you're very safe. It's made, but they don't pop a lot. But if you had like a KitchenAid mixer and a toaster, and maybe you plug in something else, it could pop the GFI. And you just simply push the button back in. I can't show you the sprinklers and how they work right now because everybody's sprinklers are off for the year. It's usually like around tax time is when they start turning on the water to the neighborhoods. Like, have you seen the canal out here? Usually when you see water in there, about a week later, they start to turn on the sprinklers.
Oh.
That's where the water comes from. It's not drinking water, it's canal water. And it will turn on automatically.
Oh.
Let's see, we might get a little bit of condensation. It depends how cold it is. If you see any film on the glass, it's not smoke, it's a little bit of water condensation. The older fireplaces, the gas was always on, always, always, always. And if you looked in there, you would see a little flame, like a hot water heater. It would always be ready, just a small flame, and then when you flip the switch, it would poof, big flame. These newer fireplaces are like a barbecue.
Right now, you turn it on. That's safer.
And it's cheaper.
Oh.
These are just little hooks that hold the screen. And the screen helps from not having kids touch the hot glass. But with this little guy here, is when we turn on the switch and your fireplace turns on, it reaches a certain temperature, I think it's 240 degrees, and the fan turns on automatically. This is the fan control. And you can turn it off. And then once you turn it on, it's just low to high.
If the fan comes on, the heat air is coming out from here to out.
Correct.
So it,
Yep, the fan motor is down here. So it pushes the air behind and it pulls out the air and pushes it out here. And then what this little guy here is you can put batteries in here. So if the power ever went out in a neighborhood, you could put batteries in there and turn on your fireplace.
Oh.
Because it's just like a barbecue, a small electronic spark turns it on, a battery will flip it on. This is just a hollow conduit.
is it easy to
Yep.
to push into the cable and push out the cable? Is it easy? Just going.
Yep. We have directions. It's easy to understand. It'll be difficult for me to explain it. If you play with it for 1 week, you're gonna have it all.
Okay.
It's just easier. What's nice about this is it has Monday through Friday, a separate Saturday, and a separate Sunday.
Is it support Wi-Fi or Google?
No.
No.
When you adjust the temperatures, I wouldn't go more than 5 degrees difference between when you go to sleep, if you want to turn it down or up, depending if it's summer or winter. Don't adjust it more than 5 degrees. It's really, really easy to heat up a house. Easy. It can be 50 degrees in there, and you walk in, you could turn it to 70 in a few hours. But it's really hard to cool a house down. And that's where we have the issues in July and August. People think they're saving money. Turn it off when I go to work, and I'll turn it back on. No,
Just turn on the air conditioner during the summertime.
Just keep it on.
big temperature swings, that's not efficient. We have 2 shower heads, you probably already know that.
Yeah.
2 valves for 2 showers. In the master bathroom, I put in a quiet fan. They're very quiet. Sometimes people think their fan's not working.
Oh, it's working, but quiet.
I can tell you that all the time.
Have you ever had a crawl space?
Here.
Yeah.
I've seen here, only here. It's the first time.
Okay. In Idaho, we have foundations because our ground freezes, so the foundations go down, and then we have a crawl space. We call this a crawl space. You probably never ever need to go down there. but this is a crawl space. All of the duct work, the plumbing, the sewer, everything goes through here. The only time you might want to ever use this is I have all the spare paint. It's not a bad idea just to put your paint buckets down here.
Okay.
Because number one, they're out of the way. The temperature down here is pretty steady throughout the year, and the paint will last longer.
Oh.
Sometimes when folks move, they have an old washer dryer. We just recommend getting new hoses. So that's all good if you're getting new ones. This is the hub for all of the telephones, anything low voltage. When they're here, they might say, where is your media can, your media box, your low voltage box? But they'll be asking for this.
Yeah.
You don't put any devices, just if you do get the Ring camera or the Ring doorbell, that's part of the assembly. The directions will say, go to your doorbell transformer. That's where you would go. If you do get a vacuum, this is where they connect it. And Coltrane, they're the biggest ones in Boise. And for code, this GFI only works on the vacuum. It's not connected to anything else. When we have a central vacuum, we have to have a GFI just for the vacuum. And then the rest of the garage is on a different GFI. In the ceilings, this is where the air comes down into the furnace.
Yes.
And it gets hot through the flames, and it goes out. And this is where the filter is. And it's 16 by 20.
Oh.
In any store selling these. And it's good to change them every 3 or 4 months. And the only thing that we recommend on the filters is don't get the cheapest and don't get the most expensive. You don't want them too thick because it puts too much pressure, and you don't want them too thin and be cheap. Just get a mid-price one and you're fine.
Okay.
These are your paint buckets for touch-ups. Don't throw these away. All the colors will match. If you throw them away, you have to get a new batch of paint.
Use the sticker right here.
Tells you what paint to buy again. So Sherwin-Williams paint store. Then you can pick the color. Tell them they make the same kind.
Okay.
It's tankless, and you're not going to run out of hot water.
This is very fancy. I don't have a lot of houses that have this.
And then these are extra planks for the flooring. I hope you never
For the
ever
flooring.
inside the kitchen and dining and hallway. If you ever do damage one, they can be replaced. The most important thing I want you to remember today, out of anything, is this. This is the water turn on, turn off to the whole house.
Including irrigation? No.
Potable water, drinkable water. If something's overflowing in the house, you want to shut the water off. This is just our breaker panel. If something pops in the house, you would come out here and flip it back on.
This is on going in, and then this is on going in this way.
좋아?
우리 집이 되었습니다.
알았어.
네, 저희가 지금 이제 클로징이 완료됐다는 연락을 받아가지고 타이틀 앤 에스크로 컴퍼니에 저희가 드디어 열쇠를 가지러 왔습니다. 이제 이 집은 저희 거예요.
Hi again. Thank you. 어머니 하나 먹을래? Yeah, happy Easter too. Yeah. Yeah, see you.